Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I am Kishore. So before making today's video, we would request our dear viewers who have been continuously watching the channel something. So if you are regularly watching our videos and enjoying the content that we have been posting each day, the Sudoku or the puzzles, we would really request you to please hit the subscribe button below. Making a video requires a lot of effort. We search for the Sudoku or the puzzle which is worth making a video on. Then we design the thumbnail and so on and so forth. And we are not sure if our videos are being received well by the community based on the response so far. The only way that you can show us your love and your interest for the channel is by subscribing to the channel now. Please like the videos, and if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button below. That will be a great source of motivation to us, and it will help us to keep the channel going continuously. So having said that, today we will be solving a Sudoku called consecutive clone Sudoku. This Sudoku was created by Peter Gidowski, and it was part of a contest that took place in Sphinx website. I will add the link to the website in the description of the video. The contest is over now. All the Sudokus in the contest were authored by Peter Gidowski, who is an excellent solver and creator from Poland. He has also represented his country in the in the World Sudoku Championship, and is an excellent solver. So the rules of the Sudoku are: normal classic rules apply. Each row, each column and each 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 to 9. In addition to that, each of the corresponding cells in the two shaded group of cells will have consecutive digits. So we have two groups of cells, right? Kind of plus kind of pattern. Two shapes are there. So the rules state that the corresponding cells meaning this cell corresponds to this cell corresponds to this cell, and this cell corresponds to this cell, and so on and so forth. So the corresponding cells will have consecutive digits. That's why they are called consecutive clones. Normally in clones you will have the same digits, but in consecutive clones these two cells will have consecutive digits. They won't have the same digits, but they will have consecutive digits. So with that we'll start solving the Sudoku now. Okay, there is a 1 in column 1, column 3, which gives us a 1 here. 1 in row 1 and row 2, which gives us the 1 in one of these two cells. Now we can use the variant property maybe. If this cell is a 1, the only digit consecutive to 1 is 2, right? So we need to have a 2 here, but 2 is not possible, right? So 2 can't go here, so 1 would have to be here. So this is a 1, which means 1 in box 5 has 2 cells left. So again we can make use of the variant property. Can we have the 1 here? If this cell is 1, the corresponding cell in the other shape must be a 2, but 2 is not possible. So this is not a 1, which means this is a 1, right? So this cell is a 1, and 1 in column 4 now has 3 options left, but 2 of those options can be eliminated, right? So these two cells are not possible. So this will be a 1. And 1 in row 4, row 5 gives the 1 in one of these two cells, but 1 is here, so which means that this will be a 1. So we have got all the ones. And one more thing I would like to add here is that this Sudoku was the second highest weighed Sudoku in the contest, meaning it is supposed to be very hard to solve and will take you quite a lot of time. The first highest pointer was a hex Sudoku, and the next highest pointer was consecutive clones, right? So we'll continue the Sudoku now. There is an 8 in column 4, which means that 8 must go into one of these two cells. 2 in row 6, which means 2 will be in one of these two cells, right? So this cell cannot be 1, 3, 5, 6 or 9, so it can only be 4 or 7, right? 2 and 8 are ruled out, so this can only be 4 and 7. So if this cell is a 4, this is 3 or 5, and if this cell is a 7, this would be 6 or 8. But 5 and 8 you can rule out, so this will be 3 or 6, right? So okay, 2 in row 4 and 2 in row 6 will give the 2 to one of these three cells, but 2 is in column 1, which means that 2 must go into one of these two cells. Can we have the 2 here? If this cell is a 2, then this cell must be 1 or 3. 1 is not possible, but 3 is possible. So 2 may very well be present here, we are not yet sure. Okay, there is a 9 in column 5, 9 in row 9, so which means that 9 must go into one of these two cells. I am just trying to go along with the classic part of the Sudoku and trying to blend it with the variant part to see if we can get any digits. So can this cell be a 9? If this is a 9, the corresponding cell is this one. This must be an 8. The consecutive digit must be 8, which is quite possible again. So 9 can be in these two cells, which means 9 must go into these three cells. But can the 9 be in these two cells? These two cells correspond to these two cells, right? If any of these two cells are 9, then we need an 8 in one of these two cells, but 8 is not possible, which means that we can eliminate the 9 from there and we get the 9 here. Great. Very nice Sudoku. So along column 2 now, 1, 5, 8, 4 and 9 are placed. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 6 and 7. 2 and 7 are not possible, so this will be a 3 or a 6, right? So the corresponding cell must be this one, right? So if this is a 3, this must be 2 or 4, and if this is a 6, this must be 5 or 7. But 5 is not possible, so this must be a 2, 4 or 7, right? We'll remove these stray pencil marks. Okay, so now we see that 8 has only one option left. 8 initially had two cells, but this cell got eliminated because of the possibilities here. So which means that 8 has only one option in box 5 and we can place the 8. And this cell must be 2, 4, 7, right? Okay, so let us try to make use of the classic part again. So 7 in column 1 and column 3 will place the 7 in one of these three cells. Can this cell be a 7? No, right? Because the corresponding cell needs to have 6 or 8, and 6 and 8 are both not possible. So which means this can be eliminated as a 7. And this is particularly helpful because this 7 is removing the 7 from this cell, and if you look at row 6, 7 has only one option left. 7 cannot be in these three cells. 7 cannot be in this cell, which means that 7 would have to go in row 6 column 4, right? So this is a 7 and the corresponding cell must be 6 now. 3 is not possible. So these two cells must be 2, 4. 7 is removed from there, and because this is 2, 4, this cannot be a 6, right? Because if this is a 6, then this must be 5 or 7. So which means that this cell must be a 3. And now we have a triplet, right? 1, 5, 8, 3, 4, 9. So remaining are 2, 6 and 7. This can't be 2, 7. So this is 6. And these two cells must be 2, 7. But we have a 2 coming from row 4. So this is a 7 and this is a 2, right? Okay, let's try to fill row 6 now. 1, 2, 8, 9, 6 and 7. Remaining digits are 3, 4, 5, right? Let us write the candidates 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So okay, so 6 in column 5 and column 6 will give the 6 in one of these two cells, but we have the 6 coming from row 2, right? So this is not a 6, which means this will be a 6, and that restricts the 6 to one of these two cells, right? Okay, 7 is in column 8 and 7 is in row 4, which means that 7 must go into one of these two cells. Beautiful. So if you have a 7 here, right, then this cell must be 6 or 8, which is very well possible. In fact, both the possibilities are can come there. So this can be a 7. So nothing much there. Okay. So if you look at this 6 can't go into these two cells, right? Which means that we are restricting 6 to one of these two cells, and which removes the 6 from this cell. So we get the 6 there. So can we have the 6 here? Yeah, we just saw that 7 can lead to a 5 or 6 or 8 here. So 6 is possible here. However, these two cells now are 3, 4, 6, 1, 7, 9. So these two cells are 2, 5 and 8, right? Yeah, but 2 is not possible. So this is a 5 and 8 and this is a 2, 5 and 8, right? So if this is a 5 and 8, this cell must be 4 and 6 and 7 and 9, corresponding to 5 and 8, right? This is a 5, this is 4, 6 and 8, this must be 7, 9. But 6 and 9 can be ruled out, right? 6 and 9 can be ruled out. So this is 4 and 7, right? Okay. So the options that is left for this cell are 2, 5, 6 and 8. Can we reduce any of the possibilities? Can a 2 be here? If you have a 2 here, then this cell must be 1 or 3, but both are ruled out. So this must be 5, 6 and 8, right? Can you have a 5 here? If this is a 5, this is 4 and 6. Possible? 6 is possible and 8 is also not possible. So nothing much left there. So let us look somewhere else for continuation. Okay, 2 is in column 7, which means that 2 must be restricted to one of these two cells, and which in turn restricts 2 to one of these two cells. All classic rule. So can you have a 2 here? If you have a 2 here, then this cell must be 1 or a 3, which is very well possible, right? This can be a 3. So this can be a 2. But if you see the 2 here, 2 can be removed from this cell, right? So 2 cannot be here. So this will be a 2. Nice. Some way or the other we are getting some continuation, which is good for us. And let us try to focus on the 2's now. We have placed the 2's here. Okay, 2 must be in these 3 cells because column 1 and column 2 has 2's. But 2 cannot be here and 2 also cannot be here, which means that 2 has only one cell left. So this is a 2, which means that this cell, the middle cell of the corresponding shape, must be 1 or a 3, but 1 is here. So which means we get a 3 here. Beautiful, guys. This Sudoku seems to be hard. It's not easy by any stretch of imagination. You need to look for some very sharp reductions. So 3 is in column 7 and 3 is in row 8, which means that 3 will be in one of these two cells. Okay, let's look at row 3 because we just got a digit here. So 1, 5, 6 and 8, 2 and 3. Remaining are 4, 7 and 9, right? We can write the candidates because 7 is here. I've left out this 7. Okay, this must be 4, 7 or 9. So the corresponding cell can be 3, 5. And for the 7 it must be 6, 8. And for the 9 it must be 8. So all are possible for now, right? So we can't reduce any possibilities now. Let us write the candidates in box 3. So 4, 7, 9. Okay, this can't be a 7, right? So this must be 4, 9, which means 7 must go into one of these two cells, and which means that either this cell or this cell must contain 6 or 8. But both of these cells can't contain a 6, so we must remember that one of these cells must contain an 8, right? At least one of the cells, because the 7 is going there into these cells in the corresponding shape. So this cell or this cell must be an 8. Okay. Okay, let's look at this cell now. 1, 2, 7, 6 and 8, and 3 is also ruled out. So this must be 4, 5 or 9, right? Can this be a 9? Oh, we have actually placed the digit in the corresponding cell, right? This just got missed. So which means that this cell corresponds to this cell. So this can only be 5 or 7. 7 is ruled out. So which means this must be a 5. Great. So now the remaining digits in row 3 are 3, 4, 9, right? We can write the candidates. And this 9 removes the 9 from here. So this is 3 or 4 and this will be 3, 4 and 9. Okay. So this cell, if this is a 9, it can be an 8, so no problem. So where do we look at now? Let us just write some candidates to see if it helps us. This is 5, 6, 8. And these two cells must be 3, 4, 9, right? No other possibilities. So this is 4 or 7, so this will be 5 or 8, not a problem. Okay. Right, let's try to look at column 8 now. 1, 2, 6, 7 and 9. Remaining digits are 3, 4, 5 and 8. But 3 is not here. So this will be a 4, 5, 8. And this is not a 3 or 5. So this is 4 or 8. And this will be 3, 4, 5 and 8. Right? So the corresponding cell is this one. So this is a 3. This will be a 4. And 4 pertains to 3, 5. 5 pertains to 4, 6. 8 pertains to 7, 9, but 7, 9 is not possible. So we can remove the 8 from here. This is not going to be an 8 because both 7 and 9 are ruled out from that cell. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Sorry guys, I am supposed to look at this cell, right? I was looking at this cell. So if this is a 3, this is 2, 4, possible 4, 3, 5. Okay, if this is a 4, then this must be a 3 or a 5, but both are ruled out. So which means 4 can be taken off from here. And if you have a 5, this must be a 4 or a 6. And if you have an 8, this must be a 9. I think we can write the candidates. If this is a 3, this is a 4. 2 is not possible. 5, then again it is a 4 because 6 is not possible. If it is an 8, 7 is not possible, so this must be a 9. So this is 4 or 9, right? And if you look at column 4, this must be 2, 3 and 9, because 1, 5, 7, 6 and 8. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 4 and 9, but 4 and 9 is here. Okay, this will be a 2 or a 3, right? Quite a tough Sudoku, guys, no doubt about it. So this is 3, 4, 5 and 8. Okay, let us write the candidates maybe, because we have almost covered all the cells in both the shapes. So I think there must be something which involves the variant part. Can this be a 3? So this will be a 4, no problem. Can this be a 4? This must be 3 or 5. Both 3 and 5 are ruled out, which means this is not 4. So this is 3, 5 and 8. Okay, if this is a 5, this must be 4 or 6 possible. And if this is 8, again 7, 9. Okay, no problem. So we remove the 4 from here, which means that 4 must be in one of these 3 cells for box 8. So this is not a 4. So this is a 5 and 8. And which means we have 3 and 4 in column 8 in box 6, right? Because this is 5, 8. So 3, 4 must go here. Is that helping us? So maybe this cell is getting restricted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6, 7, 8 and 9. Let us try the candidates and see. 6, 7, 8 and 9. Can this be a 6? So this will be a 5, 7, 6, 8. Okay, 8 is ruled out, right? If you have an 8 here, this cell must be 7 or 9, but both 7 and 9 are ruled out. So this is a 6, 7 and 9. 9 can take an 8, so no problem. 3, 5, 8 and 9. This is not 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6 or 7. So this can only be 4, 8 and 9. And you have a 4 here. Okay, I think there is something going on here. I'm not sure what. A 4 and 4 can never come. Okay, if you have a 4 here, this cell has to be 3 or 5, but both 3 and 5 are ruled out. So this is 7 and 9. And the moment we write 7 and 9 here, we can eliminate the 4 from there, right? So this will be 8 and 9. And now 9 is not possible. Clean, guys. Look how clean the logic is. It's progressing step by step. If you have a 9 here, you need to have an 8 here, right? But 8 is ruled out. So this will be an 8. I hope this is the break-in. So when the moment we get the 8 here, so these two cells becomes 5, 6 and we get an 8 here. Superb, guys. What a Sudoku, really. And this 8 gives us a 7 here. And this will be a 4, 9 now. And now we have a 4, 9 pair, and which gives us 7, and that I think is the toughest step in the Sudoku. So this 7 removes the 7 from here, so this will be 6, 9. And now because we eliminated the 8 from here, 9 is not going to be possible here. Superb. So this is a 6, and this is a 5, can't be a 6, so this will be a 6. Okay, so this is 3, 4, and because this is 3, 4, so this cell will be 3, 4. So whatever comes here has to go here. Okay, so 4, 9 pair. Anything else? Okay, if you look at row 8, 1, 2, 3, 6 and 7, right? Remaining digits are 4, 5, 8 and 9, but we have a 5, 8 here. So which means this will be a 4 or a 9, and now we get a 5, 8 pair. Actually we get a 4, 9 pair, which gives us a 5, 8 pair. Right. Now 7 has only one cell left in box 8, so 7 has to go here. Now if you look at column 6, remaining digits are 3, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 5. So remaining are 2, 4 and 9. Right, we can write the candidates. So can this be a 4 or a 9? That depends on what goes here, right? If this is a 4, this will be 3 or 5. Oh, 8 is ruled out. 8 is ruled out. So this is 3, 5, which means this cannot be a 9. So which means this is a 4. Beautiful construction, guys. Each of the shaded cells is giving us some continuation. Really excellent construction from Peter. So this 4 gives us a 9 here, which means we get a 3, 4 pair now. And is that giving us anything? Okay, 3, 4. Right, so we have a 2, 3, 4 triplet in column 4, which means this will be a 9, and that gives us a corresponding 8 here, which means this will be a 4, this will be a 5, this will be 8, and this completes the column with 3. So this is a 4, this is a 4, this is a 9, this will be a 3, and this will be a 5. Superb, guys. Amazing Sudoku. 2, 5, 6, 7, 1, 4, 8. Remaining are 3, 9. So this is a 3, which means we get a 3 here and a 9 here. And so remaining digits in box 6 are 5, 7, 9. You have a 7, 9 here. So this is a 5. This 7 gives us a 7 here and a 9 here, right? So remaining digits along column 6, 9 are 1, 2, 7, 9, 4, 5, 8. So 3, 6. So you have a 6 here, which means this will be a 6. This will be a 6. This has to be a 3. 4, 8 is pending, but 8 is here. So this will be 8. This will be 4. This 3 gives us a 5 here. And this 9 gives us a 4 here, which gives us a 4 and a 2 here. And this 4 gives us a 4 and 3 here. This 3 gives us a 2 here. This has to be a 3 now. And remaining 2 digits are 2 and 9. You have a 9 here. So this will be 9 and this will be 2. And with that we have completed this challenging consecutive clone Sudoku. The Sudoku had a very narrow solve path. It involved continuously switching forth between these two shapes to see if some of the possibilities are coming over there. And we also had to use quite a bit of classic to drive the Sudoku. It was an excellent construction. So thank you, Peter, for giving us the permission to solve this Sudoku. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this video. Please like and comment under the video. We hope to see you all soon.